So, not too much of a surprise. A severe thunderstorm warning has been extended and it stretches now onto the Missouri side. So, just want to go ahead. This is a little closer to home. For most of us in the viewing area, I want to go ahead and talk about this severe thunderstorm warning just came out a few minutes ago. Might be on a few minutes this live stream, so feel free to drop me a comment or a question. The forecast is kind of strange. I was gonna say over the next few days, but clear through Monday, honestly, for who gets what and when. We'll go through that again one more time in a second. But good evening. It is 6:07 p.m. and we have been talking about this cluster of thunderstorms now moving through Overland Park, and it was severe warned, and that warning has now been kicked out over here to the Missouri side, and this is going to go for the next 37 minutes. Wind profile was really impressive. If you were with me on the last live stream, we saw some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So this severe thunderstorm warning now cautioning us for 70 mile per hour wind gusts and up to 3/4 inch hail. So now we are in considerable damage territory, but I do see the thunderstorm now starting to stretch over here towards this is Research Medical Center right here up and down. There's 71. So we're going to be talking about areas like the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium, headed over towards 435, moving off towards Raytown. So let's go ahead and look at velocities here because, yeah, see, we still have it. Can't believe that. Strong winds are holding together. They are right now very strong over Ward Parkway, Waldo area, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. All in this area. This is, like I say, Waldo. Here's Brookside, Bellevue Avenue. So, yeah, this is amazing. Let's go ahead and play this. This is going to be one very strong wind gust that's going to pick up again, like I said, headed right off towards Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium territory for sure. So that warned area is going to reach all the way across 470, clear out here toward Lake City, Pink Hill, out towards Grain Valley, picking up Grain Valley. So Blue Springs, Grain Valley, heads up to you folks for the next little bit, probably the next 30 to 40 minutes. You do have a strong thunderstorm headed your direction to include Unity Village and Lee Summit. Grandview not out of this either. That warned area extends down here just south of Greenwood, just north of Lake Winnebago. And of course, once again, this is going to go on for the next 35 minutes. That puts us right up until 6:45 p.m. for some 70 mile per hour wind gusts and 3/4 inch hail. Let's go ahead and take a look at where the hail is right now, give you an idea where that is headed as well. So hail on the backside, hail still hanging out over here, Shawnee, south of Shawnee. I see West 67th Street. So here's Advent Health Shawnee Mission, just to give you an idea in this neighborhood. Right in on street level, I can tell you there's strong hail at Good Shepherd School right now over toward Flint Street. And here's West 77th Street. So that's where it is. Let's take a look and see where this is headed. Should generally be north and east, but it has picked up, hasn't it? You guys can see just a little bit more of an eastern track here, right? So I would say hail heads up West 67th Street, Prairie Village, now probably over here towards Brookside and Southtown Fort Creek. So that's an area you're going to probably pick up some at least half-inch hail, I think is the trend for right now. So that is our newest warning. We can go over what is still warned out on the Kansas side over towards Olathe. I think you guys are done for now. Up in North Kansas City, you guys are still severe warned out almost to Excelsior Springs, Lawson, Claysville. Okay. Yeah, this warning extends here, although these storms have pulled apart. These are not nearly as organized until we get up here a little bit further north in Missouri, right? These have pulled apart. So not such an organized threat up there, not such a widespread threat up there. So good news for you north of Kansas City. It's going to be very spotty. I bet you are still seeing some isolated wind gusts, though. Yeah, not too bad. Wind is out here along 13 Highway south of Hamilton right now for probably some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts is what you're seeing up that direction. So just wanted to go ahead and talk about this storm as it comes over onto the Missouri side. Once again, right now at 6:11 p.m., I do see this coming along 53rd Street, 55th Street in Kansas City. This is going to be over Eastwood Park here in the next few minutes. So we're headed east northeast, and so I'm looking at areas like Kauffman Stadium and Arrowhead Stadium, all along I-70 and the Blue Ridge Crossing up here to pick up this storm in about the next 20 minutes. Strong over Rockhurst right now, and the Country Club Plaza, as a matter of fact, headed your direction. So that is the thunderstorm activity that we have at 6:12 p.m. The main concern with these thunderstorms, like I say, I'm quick to talk about the hail because everybody wants to know where that is, but I think your chief complaint is going to be these strong winds. They have just not changed. What has it been? 30 minutes now. So everybody knows where research is. Let's take that. 52-mile-an-hour winds now clocked around Research Medical Center. So just be aware that is what you're dealing with, possibly up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. Is what is cautioned in this particular bulletin. So where is it right now? Where is it headed? Let's go ahead and play the radar. As you can see, this is generally headed off towards Raytown and a little bit north, possibly going to pick up Independence and points a little bit there to the south. So right now, again, the warned area picking up Blue Springs all the way out to Lone Jack down here on the southern edge, picking up Greenwood and the James Reed Wildlife area in that vicinity. So no small storms, but nothing severe warned over here on the Kansas side. I have been paying attention over here in Kansas, up along K33, for example. You do have a robust thunderstorm there. There is a strong wind gust right now. If these places are familiar to you, I'm seeing Pleasant Valley Road right here in West 271st Street. And down there, for example, for you guys, 57-mile-per-hour wind gusts, at least in a radar return right now. So no small storms down there either, but currently not severe warned. I have been keeping an eye on those for you this evening as well. I appreciate everybody joining me. These are tough this time of year because it's not a widespread threat. So you pop on and see if something's happening in your area. And spoiler alert, I'll just tell you, it doesn't hurt my feelings because for a lot of you, it's not going to be in your area all weekend. If I pop on, it's usually for a warning. Sometimes it's for a special weather statement. If I just think that's a splitting hairs difference. If I think you have 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Well, the warnings typically take over at 50, but I like to know about 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts too. So a lot of times I will pop on and talk about those, especially if I feel like a warning is imminent. But we're just not dealing with widespread threats. And that, by the way, is going to be how things go through the weekend. It's a 30-40% chance. So, it's going to be very, very hit and miss all the way through Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is a little bit more organized. I was showing you on an earlier live stream. I do think we see thunderstorms predominantly in west central Missouri tomorrow from mid-morning all the way through the afternoon hours. They're going to sag south of Kansas City through the afternoon hours. We're probably doing this again tomorrow afternoon, picking up west central Missouri. Not sure what we'll see in terms of severity because instability profiles, they have just kind of, they wax and they wane. That would be my term. So, some of you are going to get a robust thunderstorm. Some of you are just going to get very heavy downpours. So right now it is 6:15 p.m. and I see a strong thunderstorm just now starting to take over the Kansas City Zoo neighborhood, right? Very strong over the plaza and Rockhurst University. This is almost headed due east. And so we're going to start picking up out at the K here in just a little bit for a very strong thunderstorm headed off to the east. What continues to impress me is these just ridiculous wind profiles still showing me some near 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts coming over Starlight and the zoo right now. So be warned for that in this area. That is just really something with these storms. So know that is an issue. Let's see if we can spot a trend because this is not weakened since it was over around Shawnee. Look at that. I mean, there's just ever such a slight weakening as it crosses state line there, but it's got a long way to go. So my guess is this hangs together. This warning may get extended out. I'm not sure how far to the east that this may go through the evening. So we'll be checking that through the evening time for sure. But we are talking about Blue Springs, headed off along I-70 out towards Oak Grove for sure for the next little bit. Strongest thunderstorm right now if you're in KC. You're just getting mist to the south. Doesn't really pick up until T-Mobile Center, 18th and Vine, Jazz District, headed down 71 right now. Like I say, with a predominantly east track. If you're in Kansas City proper, this probably is out of your hair pretty soon. So that's the big weather story right now at 6:17 p.m. Hit and miss. I do still continue to watch this stuff down here to the south. Robust little thunderstorms with some strong wind gusts. Again, let me go ahead and put up velocity for you. There you go. Yeah, so probably 20, 30 mile per hour wind gusts, except for you all down here where west of West 247th Street. So heads up along Hillsdale Recreation Center and Hillsdale Lake, Hillsdale State Park out here. Strong wind gusts headed your direction. It's a Thursday night. I don't know if anybody's camping there on a Thursday night quite yet. Probably be a little bit more concerned with that toward the weekend, right? Which looks great, by the way. Temperatures are high 80s to low 90s. We're still dealing with some feels like temperatures in the mid 90s to upper 90s, but we have known that for a while, right? So we will keep an eye on this over here through the evening. I think this is now involved on the Missouri side. I think that, Belton is probably going to see a strong thunderstorm in about 30 minutes. It's not currently severe warned, but it will have some strong wind gusts, not near like you're seeing up to the north, and probably 30 mile per hour wind gusts. So nothing too severe, looking like it's coming to you, Belton and Raymore. I do think you get some heavy downpours. Not seeing any hail in that particular cell headed to you right now. Further south, up and down 49, I don't see too much of anything, just some spotty little stuff. They will have some strong, robust little wind gusts coming through on the Missouri side as we work our way south. So that is the picture as we start to work our way through the evening. Kansas City, like I was talking about, you have another round finding you around midnight. And that is your current situation. That is what I know as of 6:19 p.m. I hope you have a great evening. We'll see if I have to talk to you again. Catch you later.